Greetings, my dear viewer. You're on the channel The Price of Cheating. The channel is for those who appreciate traditional family values and condemn adultery. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. For the past 7 months, I've been sleeping with Andy Taylor, Christina Collins announced one evening, and the words spilled from her lips like an uninvited guest at a party. The couple sat together in their cozy family room, the flickering light from the television casting shadows around them. Tom Collins's heart ached as the confession hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. He winced, disbelief and anguish washing over him. "I know," he replied, his voice steady but laden with unspoken weight. In the next moment, Christina, caught off guard, spilled the red wine she had been drinking. The crimson liquid splashed across the cream-colored sofa and her pristine white blouse, a vivid metaphor for the mess their lives had become. "Wait, what? You know? How could you know?" she whispered, her cheeks flushing, mirroring the fresh stain on the couch. "Is that really the most pressing issue right now?" Tom responded, his calm demeanor not matching the storm raging within him. Christina's thoughts spiraled into a whirlwind of panic and regret. "I thought we were so careful. I didn't want you to find out, to hurt you, because I love you." Her words tumbled out rapidly, desperation tinging her voice. Tom turned his gaze to her, his eyes piercing through her frantic excuses. Under his intense scrutiny, she felt small and vulnerable, wilting like a flower deprived of sunlight. The reality of her betrayal loomed between them, a chasm threatening to swallow them whole. "How many people already know about this, Christina?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. She paused, and the silence stretched, as if time itself held its breath. He could almost see the gears turning in her head. "Only one," she finally admitted. "Brittany Parker," she continued. "She's my best friend." "Your best friend with the biggest mouth in town," Tom interjected, a smirk playing at the corners of his lips. "Of all people, you should know better than to spill secrets to Brittany." Christina's frustration bubbled over. "Then why did you even tell me your secret if you think she won't gossip?" "Guilt was eating me alive," she confessed, her eyes pleading for understanding. "I thought that if I came clean to you, we could get through this together, and I could keep the affair going until it just fizzled out." Her words hung in the air, but before she could continue, her husband erupted into a fit of manic laughter. "Seriously? Did you really think I would just sit back and let you sleep with another man until your little escapade passed?" His voice shifted to a mocking falsetto, mimicking her earlier tone, and a twisted smile crossed his handsome features as he laughed. Christina blinked, suddenly seeing him in a new light, a mix of resentment and disbelief. "We've been married for 39 years, and you think I'd be okay sharing you with someone else?" he asked with deep seriousness. The warmth of their past seemed distant, overshadowed by the weight of her revelation. "In short, no," she replied, her voice carrying a hint of optimism that didn't quite match the underlying tension. "I know you love me enough to give in just a little." "That's ridiculous," Tom responded incredulously. "You're comparing an argument about getting a second dog to whether I'll stand by while you sleep with another man. You must think I'm a brainless fool." "It doesn't have to ruin our marriage," she insisted, her tone growing more fervent. "So far it hasn't affected it, has it?" "That's what you think," he retorted, bitterness creeping into his voice. "Obviously, you've been too absorbed in your affair to notice how distant you've become. Do you even realize that I haven't touched you in a month since I found out about you and Andy? The fact that it's been going on for 7 months explains your emotional absence during that time." "Even the kids have noticed," he continued, feeling frustration wash over him. "They started wondering if you're seeing someone else. Do they know?" "Not yet," she replied, panic flickering in her eyes. "They don't need to know," Christina groaned, her voice tinged with frustration. "I told them everything last month as soon as your affair was confirmed. They promised not to say a word until you confessed it yourself." Anger flashed across Christina's face, but strangely, she held back her words. "You know, I have to admit my feelings are seriously hurt. If you were going to betray me, I at least expected it to be with someone attractive, not some weirdo." "What were you thinking?" Tom asked in disbelief. This doesn't have to mean the end for us, Tom, Christina said, her tone softening. It really means nothing. I know it sounds cliché, but it was just a little fling, just a bit of fun. I'm not having any fun, Christina, Tom replied, his voice firm. The divorce papers have been ready since I found out about your affair. You'll get them at work tomorrow, he continued, his expression unreadable. Oh, and just so you know, your parents are aware of your little escapade too. They're waiting for you. Pack your things. You're in for a little surprise when you log into social media. There's a nice little video of you there. Enjoy watching it, cheater. This concludes the story. If you like it, then put your powerful like and subscribe to the channel.